Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here again. So we originally were going to have an event this last Saturday, but we did a little arena jam, and now we're here in Vegas. We've gotten everyone flown back, and we're doing some practice sessions. Not everyone's out here doing practice. They're wanting to relax, still fine-tuning their trucks. We're going to have another practice section later in the week, but we have a few guys who are ready to get some practice in going now. You might see some of them in the second practice session. It's just all personal preference. So yeah, we're going to get it going underway. I believe our first little practice race shindig we got going on is the Legend versus Stonecrusher. We're going to be doing a different camera angle for every single race. None of these races count. It is purely just so the driver can get used to this track because, boy, has it been slick. We've already done some qualifying times. We only have like 5 more actual qualifying trucks. The majority, actually all the trucks you've seen tonight, they've already gotten their qualifying times in. And for the pre-show, we'll go over who the fastest is, who the slowest is, predictions, the whole shebang. Right now, I think we're just waiting for Stonecrusher to pull up to the line. I think he's just trying to get in his truck. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Oh, my bad, G.
No, you're good. You
I
can
didn't even
hear it
know I
over
was
the radio. You just
I
shot
was
on the radio.
was boost cruising, you know.
He's boost cruising.
Oh,
If you guys
shoot.
look in the stream, we got a different logo for World Finals.
Oh,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
not it.
Thankfully, it's kind of hard to see what's going on back there for the stream.
We're there.
So it looks like Legend's going to be starting off in the yellow lane while Stonecrusher will be in the green. Are both ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, both wiggle, and then I'll put the countdown in the chat just to make sure. We're going to be doing a different go system for practice because, I mean, it's not super important. I mean, it is important that these drivers get their practice in. As Legend comes down the chicane. Legend looking pretty solid
Yes.
so far. Did Sean ever move for anybody else?
I'm literally across the line already.
You
I've been
did?
across the
The
line.
truck didn't move for me. Interesting.
Let's try that again.
Yeah,
I was
we'll try
wondering if
that
this was
again.
for me.
We're just waiting for... Go? Yeah, you didn't move, dude. Yeah, you're still. Here, you know what? Let me rejoin the game since I just did a whole rebuild cache without exiting the actual game. Alright, folks, we are experiencing technical difficulties. This is all live, so mics are not muted. So please be careful.
Live, pal.
That is Cole Durham, the owner of RRSCS, folks.
Here, I
You're
relogged.
here first. His World Finals is coming up pretty soon, from my understanding.
Didn't ask. No, I'm kidding. That's messed up.
Cole, do we still have a
Maybe-
time yet for that?
Oh, you know what? Could it be because I loaded in from a... No, it shouldn't have been because I loaded in from a
No,
save point.
I think it's because I regen the cache and then joined the
Alright.
game. Like, alright, here, we're gonna do a little, like, you're just gonna do, like, a little, like run up. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Go? Yeah, you're good now. Alright. I don't have the camera ready, though, so it's fine.
Problem is, I keep trying to overdrive
folks,
it.
now we're good. You're gonna see a little quick lap from Sean here as he's probably just gonna pull back and reline up.
You bet your
Also,
bippy I am.
Don't crash your truck like Ryan did because he did a double backflip. So try not to backflip after you're done.
Okay. Anyway.
Silly shenanigans. Alright, Sean. You're good to go whenever, really, since it is practice jam. The next two I'm gonna have come in for practice. It'll be I'll do Keith and Garrett. Not Keith. I mean, not Keith. Keith's not here. Whose truck am I thinking of? Pirate's Curse. There we go. Pirate's Curse and Scooby-Doo will be next on the lineup to come in and do.
First.
Christian.
Oh, why did I not know that?
Well, because he was in Captain's Curse, but It didn't
Captain's curse
exist.
ceased to exist.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it makes sense.
You
If
fell jammed him. That's crazy.
Wait, what about me?
you're gonna be coming in for the next practice sessions, we're showing Sean's last lap, clipping the car a little bit, and he's gonna jump. Nice.
Getting every inch.
Getting every inch of that car. Well, you kind of almost did a Damon turn, though. You kept it straight for the most part. All right. Alright, we got our next two ready for the one lap. We were just having some problems making sure everything was working. Fortunately, Stonecrusher and Greydigger, the Legend, went to test on me, so they're going to let their trucks cool off for a minute. Scooby and Pirate's Curse. By the way, just so you both know, it is going to be countdown in chat, so look for it as the countdown has been put in. Pirate's Curse with a nice light there. So far, his truck seems to be okay. Oh, and Scooby has some problems. I don't know what happened. Did your tire grab the Jersey barrier? Is that what happened?
I hit the chicane run and I lost front drive.
Oh, he lost front drive. Oh my gosh. Alright,
That's a tough
Pirate's
scene.
Curse getting lucky here. As we'll get our next guys up. Our third practice lap of the night. It is going to be Marcelo sporting the World Finals body. That is a very ballsy choice. Going up against Chadwick and Carolina Crusher. Guys, if you're both ready, I hope you are, because I'm putting the countdown in chat. Watch for the countdown. It's going to be the 5-second countdown. Perfect light from both. That was good, guys. Marcelo sporting that awesome looking chrome body for World Finals as Chadwick comes down the line really nicely. That was a really good lap from both. Good job, guys. They're going to pull back into Thunder Alley from the green as we'll get our next set of drivers going here. Our next set of drivers for the practice is going to be Frank and Hot Wheels, sporting the slime body for this one. And it's the body that everyone thought that Waluigi should be running for World Finals, and the Chrome Farewell Medusa. So, drivers, watch for the countdown in the chat as it is being put in. Do not go until the go pops up in the chat. It's a 5-second countdown. There we go. Hot Wheels looked pretty good when we got him qualified. Medusa's still trying to learn the chicane, but actually that's probably been one of his better chicanes throughout the night. Oh, Hot Wheels messes up as giving Medusa a chance, and Medusa would have taken that win had this been World Finals, and this is exactly why we're doing practice races. Hot Wheels Hot Wheels just gets knocked by Medusa. Gonna have to get that fixed. Holy cow. Alright, for our next practice up, it is Sean up again. And you guys are going to get to see I think this is our second body you're seeing for World Finals. Colt kind of came up on this by accident, was messing around, and kind of almost got a Nitro Neon themed El Diablo as both drivers looking ready. Watch for the countdown in the chat. It's popping up now. El Diablo had probably one of the most interesting moments of the season, freestyle-wise, as Pirate's Curse is looking to get ready because he was on deck. Pretty good lap from both right now. Both looking really strong. That was a good practice lap from both there. Nicely done, as it looks like they're going to both head back to Thunder Alley. Colt not wanting to tear up that beautiful purple and blue scheme El Diablo just yet. That was really good from both. So we'll get on for our next one.
You won.
Our next session up, I believe I said, yeah, I guess we'll have Hot Wheels do one as well. Frank up against Christian. Hot Wheels versus Pirate's Curse. Hope you guys are in your correct lanes. As I'll wait for you guys to put R in chat, because I can't see you guys. Alright, we got an R from Christian. We got an R from Frank. Cool. Countdown is being put in currently. And it's down. Watch for the go. Got a different angle for racing. I actually changed it this time. As you guys can see, Hot Wheels burst out of the chicane along with Pirate's Curse. They're both having some problems as they're both getting wild. Christian doing a wheelie. Jeez Louise. Christian almost wrecked. Holy cow. That was nerve-wracking. I unfortunately didn't have the stream up, but it wasn't any. Our next round of practice with our racers is going to be Chadwick and Carolina Crusher. He was pretty dominant in racing. He just couldn't. Him and Blake, man, they were back and forth the entire season. He gets to go up against Colt in that really awesome El Diablo. We're just waiting for El Diablo to pull up to the yellow line here. Awesome looking purple blue scheme. Alright, drivers both look ready. Watch for the countdown in the chat. Guys, we can get a closer look at them starting off here. Beautifully done as we're going to watch Carolina come through the chicane. Looking really good. As both come down into the one and final only turn. Great lap from both. That was a good race. Holy cow. That was a really good lap from both. All right, our second and I believe
That one
final
trap.
bout for
Yeah.
this round. This is our second round here. It is gonna be Scooby-Doo versus El Toro Loco. They're still working on Gravy the Legend, trying to get him back and ready for at least one more round. If not, he's got Thursday to do one more, as the countdown is being put in the chat now, and it's ready. They both pull off the line pretty nice. That's sick. El Toro Loco, please don't crash yet. You at least gotta save it. As El Toro Loco still holds on to the lead. He had a bit of a hiccup in the chicane, but didn't hurt too much. Nicely done from both drivers. El Toro Loco hiking it up. Oh my gosh. El Toro Loco is teasing heavily right now.
What if I don't want to save it?
Alright, our third and final round of practice here tonight at Vegas. For the drivers, it's going to be Stone Crusher going up against Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. As they both just got to watch for that countdown when it's put in the chat like it is now. You see they both start off nicely. It's the Thunder Alley chicane area where I've seen the most hiccups from the drivers, as Hot Wheels has a very minor inconvenience but looks okay. As they both swing it pretty wide, but Sean would have gotten the win had this been a race. And Sean's going crazy. Hot Wheels going crazy. Oh my lord, they're both crashing. And they both save it back to back. You can't get any cooler than that. Wowzers. That was insane. All right, they got Gravity Legend fixed. Wasn't too much damage. I think it was just a slight little more cosmetic than anything. They're just making sure the truck was okay. And he's going to get to race Chadwick for the final round here tonight in practice, as both are looking ready as they got to watch for the countdown in the chat. Great takeoff from both. Chadwick has always been so good on that light. Coming down the chicane. Grady the Legend getting a little wild. That chicane has been the death of a lot of drivers. Well, not death, but it's definitely been the problem for a lot of drivers. Grady the Legend getting wild again. Another crash. That green light has been a bit of a problem. He saves it, and it looks like the truck's okay. I think it's just the hood once again. They just fixed the hood to have him run it, so he kind of has an idea of what it's going to be when he actually races. Man. Alright, a little save there as we'll get on to our next one. Alrighty, folks, for our next and final one for these guys as well, it is Christian in Pirate's Curse going up against Waluigi in Medusa. He's been struggling pretty bad in that green lane here, as we are getting the countdown put in now.
Here we go, Tim. This is good for practice. These guys have been running so well tonight. Not me, but I mean, hey, these guys have been cutting great times. They're getting ready for the race tonight.
Probably his best
Wow.
chicane of the entirety that he's been in Vegas. Christian having a
That was a
mishap in the
great
turn.
hit. Waluigi with a decent pass there.
Oh
Nothing
no,
to be
Christian
ashamed of there.
rolls
Christian's
it,
gonna
but
roll.
saves it into Medusa. Goodness. These drivers are
Goodness.
getting wild.
Christian's gonna take it over.
All right, Ryan. Our next bout of drivers here, it is Marcelo and Hellings. Hellings finally got his truck started here for practice tonight, as Marcelo's rocking that beautiful, beautiful chrome body as both. Hellings, just so you know you haven't been here, it is a countdown in chat. Pretty sure you've probably been hearing that, though. And it's going to be 5-second countdown, so watch in the chat. Hellings placed 3rd place in points. Really big. That was shocking, honestly, for the season for him. As Marcelo, I think, clipped the chicane. Marcelo lost a horn. I don't know how. Thankfully, I think the
It's
point
gonna
will
be
okay.
close.
Hellings looked really good there. One of the faster guys of the night, too. As Marcelo's
Absolutely.
back and make sure that body's not too damaged.
I love.
Alrighty, just so everyone knows, Hellings, I don't know if you're in the booth with me or not, but I know you didn't
I'm
see it
ready
'cause
to
you were
look it
getting your truck fixed. Frank had a gnarly wreck, and they still want to give him a few more practice laps just because of kind of the mishaps he's had. He's having to run a completely different truck because his is getting fixed, and it's Metal Militia. Thankfully, it's the same chassis, it's CRD2, but it's a different truck, so it's going to react a little different, but they just want to make sure he's used to the track, because Ryan's going to get a few more as well, and then Hellings, once after this, you get to have a few more too, so these drivers are looking ready, because unfortunately the truck was acting up, having technical issues, it wasn't wanting to start, as we get to see how they take it here. They watch for the countdown. Gravedigger the Legend is not moving.
He's moving now, but
He's moving now.
oh, Franco's wide, Tim. He's still gonna win though.
For
This
what it's
practice
worth,
lap.
for not being in his own truck, he looked really good as Ryan almost noses over. Holy cow. Nicely done, though.
I had like the worst lap.
Hellings is going to go up against Frank for this one. They're wanting to give Frank, I think, one more. This is his final bout in Metal Militia. Hellings are gonna have a really cool full wrapped grill as both are looking ready. Watch for the countdown in the chat, drivers. If I can spell countdown correctly, there we go. They're just waiting. Two beautiful looking CRD trucks, both pickup, one extended cab, one not. Hellings blazing down the chicane along with Frank. Frank looking really good in Meta Militia, man. A really good race. Alright, folks, our next race, it is Northern Nightmare versus the Legend. So you guys are going to watch. We might have Garrett get one more pass up against Hellings, just so Hellings has relatively the same amount as the other drivers, along with Garrett. Both are looking really clean. Both with a beautiful turn. Ryan would have had that racing win if this was the real bracket. Wow. Really good pass from both, too. Goodness gracious. What a pass from both drivers there. Alright, Hellings, if you want to stay in game, we'll get Garrett coming in. Alright, folks, our official last practice session on Monday. We will have one on Thursday. That will be the final one, and then the final trucks have up until 11:59 p.m. on Friday to qualify, and then, ladies and gentlemen, the fateful day World Finals 3 for Controlled Carnage will commence. Drivers, for the final practice session of Monday nights, watch for the green. Should be a good race here, Ryan.
Here we go. They're going green. Let's see.
Hellings looking great. That chicane, dude, I think that's going to be the big key factor I'm starting to notice, is how these drivers exit that chicane.
Absolutely.
What a turn from
Hellings
Hellings.
with a fantastic turn. Wow.
That's why he's
That
like our
was
fourth
a
fastest
huge
right now.
makeup race.
But
Huge
Garrett
makeup
looked
race.
really good in the green, too.
There. Garrett looks great too. I mean, he is so pristine in the corner at the very end. He will definitely be a threat early in the racing bracket.
Alrighty, folks. With that being said, Ryan, what are your thoughts so far on how that track is looking for these drivers, man? You kind of know firsthand how the
Man,
practice is feeling and how it's looking.
I'll tell you, I'm actually kind of surprised at how difficult this chicane is for not just me, but a lot of drivers. We've seen a lot of straightaway issues. It's kind of, yeah, I mean, you never really know World Finals to be the one with the tough straightaway, but it definitely is that type of track, and it's proving itself here in our practice. It's going to be a real shakeup for racing because, I mean, with practice, at least you can be a lot more nonchalant about your runs, but with racing, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress. I mean, one little button press, one little wrong steering mistake, and you could be sent over into the trees. So it'll be really interesting. We could see winners. We could see racing winners that we won't. We could see some major upsets. We could see some crazy crashes. There's a lot on the table for this racing event.
Absolutely, and then we'll see what that freestyle track is looking like. So far, from what I'm seeing on the blueprint, it's looking pretty nuts. I mean, they're keeping the fountain, so expect a little bit of wetness, but Ryan, World Finals is only, what, 5 days away? It's coming, and it's coming fast. These drivers got to get ready.
It is on its way. I am so excited. I couldn't be more excited to rock the house. I know the rest of these drivers are pumped. I mean, no truck will be the same by the end of this season, and I'm excited because we've been working really hard for this moment, and we're finally all going to be there. It'll be great.
Absolutely, it's a 20 truck field. It's a big field, and it's going to be competitive. I wouldn't count any driver out in any of these competitions because, I mean, from what qualifying's looking like, the guy who's been most consistent in racing isn't even the fastest right now. I mean, it's anyone's game. It's World Finals. It's different, dude. World Finals is a different type of beast when it comes to how much mental game there is when you're at World Finals. It's completely different than a regular season event.
Absolutely. I mean, it is going to be really tough. That, like I said, this is championship level. This is a championship level track with championship level drivers. Everyone's going to be on their A game, and everyone's going to be wanting to do their absolute best. You're going to see the best of every driver in 5 days.
Absolutely is. We'll see you guys on Thursday for practice session number 2 and the final practice session. And then we'll have an off day on Friday. And then tune in at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time or 7 Eastern Time for me and Hellings and maybe Ryan. I'm not sure if he's going to be there for the whole pre-show because we're going to have the kickoff show, which will go from 6 to 7. And at the end of the kickoff show, right before we start, we're going to get into the award ceremonies and our award winners. And then, guys, at 7 o'clock, that's when we're going to start World Finals 3. The competition is going to be big. It's going to be a pretty long event, so make sure Saturday you got snacks, you got food, you are ready to watch a crazy
Get your
event.
popcorn.
Yeah, get your popcorn popped. Get your sodas fizzed up because it's going to be nuts as these drivers are going to slam them helmets on their heads and get ready to race. We'll see you guys Thursday, though, for